You heard Sam talk about how some of the Trump-backed candidates are actually winning races. You heard of one candidate that just lost their race because an incumbent because they had voted for impeachment for President Trump. So what we're still seeing is that President Trump has a lot of influence in the political community right now. And, a lot of not every candidate that he backs wins, but lots of them do. And, that just goes to show us what's happening. I don't know if you've caught any of these January the 6th hearings that are happening right now. This kangaroo court that's led by Liz Cheney, of all people, about the January 6th hearings. I watched the first one, or tried to stay awake through the first one. I saw the 13-minute clip that was put together and paid for by taxpayer dollars to the tune of $8 million for a 13-minute media clip to show us what's happening. Let me just be clear. I do not support the things that went on January the 6th. I think they were ineffective and ridiculous. I don't think that Trump led an insurrection. There weren't even any weapons. So how do you even lead an insurrection without any weapons? And I just think the things that happened were just ridiculous and ineffective. But I do share the frustration and the disgust that motivated those riots. It was not an insurrection. Perhaps it was a riot. Yes, they breached the Capitol. They got in when they weren't supposed to. And I don't support breaking the law, but I do support Americans being able to speak their minds, to being able to have the freedom to say that they think, yes, there are some election irregularities. There are some things that have happened that we need to seriously look into. Why aren't we spending as much money and time looking into these election irregularities and the illegal voting that I believe went on as we're spending on trying to prove that President Trump led an insurrection just so he can't run for president again? They're afraid of the will of the people. They're afraid that if we have a free and fair election, that President Trump will get back in there for a second term. And based on what's happening around the country, they probably should be afraid.